All right, so he's the acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, one of 4 men seeking to become the substantive national chairman of the governing MPP, a former member of parliament for the Elembele constituency. The man some called or nicknamed Elembele Mugabe. Freddie Blay is also the board chairman of the GMPC. My name is Kwachi Afreniama. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. It's been a tough time getting you. You must certainly be a very busy man, combining your work as acting national chairman of the MPP, board chair of GMPC, and also, you know, going around the country seeking the mandate of delegates to become the substantive chair of your party.
I think why you think I'm busy is that I'm going around campaigning. But ordinarily, I have a lot of time on my hand to do all the things that I'm supposed to be doing.
You have been telling delegates to, you know, elect you as the substantive...
To vote for me, yes?
Yes, chairman of your party.
Absolutely.
What message are you selling to them?
I'm asking them to vote, as you said. I'm asking them to consider me for the position of chair in all humility, to render more service to the party, to work as a teammate of the executive in the capacity as the chair. This very good party, maybe the best on the West Coast, or arguably even in Africa. I'm very proud to render that kind of service. We've served in that capacity for a while as acting, but I want to be confirmed as the substantive chair. I think that I know to some extent what the electorate or the delegates of our party, this is an electoral college, delegates of our party, and know what they want. I think that I'll be in a position to do what they want the party to be. I think I'll contribute fairly well as a team player.
What is that one thing that sets you aside from the other men in this race, your opponents?
I wouldn't be in a position to do that, to tell you that I am extremely different from the others. I think
you are not?
They are equally capable, I must say so. But it's for the delegates to know.
But you must tell delegates why they should vote for you. In telling them that there must be something unique about the leadership that you have to offer as national chairman of the MPP. That's what I'm asking you.
My experience, you just referred to me as Elembele Mugabe. My experience, I've been a member of parliament for 12 years. I've served as second deputy speaker and as first deputy speaker. I've served as a member of the vetting committee, as appointments committee, as its chair for 8 years. I've held a few other positions like board chairman of GOIL. I've done a few things that I think puts me ahead of the others. As a first vice and then acting, I've had that privilege of leading the party, serving in that position for us to beat the incumbent government then, NDC. A very, very impressive margin. And the presidency has been won under my chairmanship. I think it's rare for the others to say that they could have done better or they would have done better than what I did. I have a feeling that my records, it's a little bit ahead of it, to put it mildly.
And talking about your own record, you talk about how you led the party as acting national chairman, then opposition MPP, to win by a huge margin, the 2016 general election.
Yes.
Do you have the man who you helped elect as president? Do you have his support, Nana Akufo-Addo, President Akufo-Addo? Do you have his support?
I don't understand what you mean by have support. Definitely, the president will support all the candidates who are members, good standing in the party, who are striving to be the chair of the party. Definitely, I think I have his support. I believe the others will also think.
Are you the president's candidate?
The president hasn't got a candidate.
Alhaji Short, according to Stephen Intim, one of the aspirants in this race, is President Akufo-Addo's candidate. Stephen Intim himself has admitted that his voice was the one in that leaked tape we all heard about.
Well, I have not heard the tape that you're talking about. But definitely, I've not heard Alhaji Short saying that he's the president's candidate. I've not heard him say so. Not on any platform. It has not been quoted for saying so. I might as well also say that I'm the president's candidate. But that's...
Would you wish you were?
Going, why not?
You helped elect him. You wish you were his candidate.
Why not? The president is the president of our party and of the country. If the president is backing me, you wish you had
the backing of President Akufo-Addo.
The president will support, and I believe support all of us.
Do you wish you had the president's backing, having helped elect him as president?
I'm saying that definitely I would love to have the president's backing. Why not?
Interesting.
It makes my work easier. I'm going to work with him alongside.
But have you spoken to him? What did you tell him? You told him about your intention to contest, I'm sure.
I have discussed my intention.
What did he tell you? President?
Yes, we spoke to each other frankly about it and discussed a few things together. But I wouldn't like to go into
Mr. Blay, do you feel your incumbency is an advantage in this race? The fact that you are an incumbent or acting national chair?
It's not only advantage, you may have disadvantages. I've met MPs of a caucus, MPP caucus in Parliament. They will ask you questions that they think, things that have not been done for them, their problems, concerns, and so forth. And they may even blame you for it. Things maybe you might not have caused or what you might not have been responsible for. But there is an advantage as well. You are at the moment interviewing me. When I was not just campaigning, there were several other issues, several other situations that I could be exposed to. Let's say the cameras, be exposed to the media, and so forth. That, if you call an advantage, I would say yes. But beyond that, there is nothing. You are not a government. You are not in government as such, strictly as such, for you to say you claim incumbency advantage. You can't manipulate the delegates. You can't do anything else.
One of the key promises you've made, and it's generated a bit of controversy, you say you are going to buy, what, 275 buses, one each, for the constituencies across the country. A key question many have asked, how are you financing that? That's a lot of money, right?
I think there has been a lot of misinformation around that. And for people don't even care, they don't take time to even listen or find out what exactly that Freddie Blay has said on his campaign. I have not said that I, Freddie Blay, am buying vehicles for the constituency, as you've mentioned. I'm saying that I want to help empower the party at the constituency level. It's some of our challenges, including how to finance the party, how to empower the party, how to find resources for the party, how to make sure that each constituency may have a few bicycles, a few or one or two pickups to campaign with, to get in touch with the base and so forth and method. But we must find a way of doing it. It's not that easy. How do you do that? What do other countries do? 21st century modern entities like parties in Europe, in Asia, and elsewhere, in African countries. What do? Some have the impression that when the party is, for example, in power, then of course they will have to rely on government, put their hands in the coffers, of find a way of doing that, which everybody have a perception that is through corruption and so forth and so on. But I thought, and I'm not alone in this. My executives, my friends, and so forth, those who are sympathetic, those that we get in touch with, from other countries that we go to conferences with, tell us that the party can be self-reliant. The party can find ways or means
So this is to ensure that the constituency level is reliant financially.
We want to do it that way. And therefore, I'm not, Freddie Blay, going to buy from my own pocket.
How are you financing it?
We're going to find a facility. We're going to find some other institution, several financial institutions that, depending on the proposal that you give, which could make it possible for you to acquire the buses so that we run them commercially. And maybe
is this not vote buying?
I don't understand what you mean by vote buying. If you are helping a party as an incumbent,
the question
acting chair, that we've thought about this over time, and we've been trying to help resource the party. So if I'm resourcing the party for whatever purposes and so forth, so that the party could be self-dependent or very independent, and you say it's vote buying.
The question and the concern and the likes of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, I know you've responded to them, have raised, it's about the timing. Hold on for me, sir. Yes. The timing of this move, about barely 2 months to the election that will, see others in this race, whoever emerges, being elected. And you had the opportunity. You've been acting chairman for some time now, more than 2 years, I'm sure. Why didn't you do that then? Why now?
I wish you had time to interview me some time ago. This is not one day thought. It's been over time. It's a process. We've gone on about it. I've had the opportunity at various fora with the party executives and party, how to fund it. We discussed it. In fact, the last time that we were in Sunyani, on the platform, I even said that we're finding ways and means of putting up the party headquarters. We've had the drawing then. Some people have done it. Others are finding ways of where we can acquire some land. Some people are going to help sponsor us, and we do so. Indeed, even when we were in opposition, we talked about how to acquire 300 pickups.
So the point is that there's something that has been in the pipeline.
Many of such
is this I need clarity.
Please,
is this?
Let me go about it. Many of these nice ideas have been in the pipeline. We've worked around them and looking out for the facility from various institutions. And then it happened quite recently, about a year ago. I've been in a position to give the party, regional party executives, 37 vehicles, pickups. It's to resource the party. I've given 200 motorbikes. Nobody, maybe you didn't know about it. Many of people didn't know, but the party people know.
How much is this going to cost you?
It's not going to cost me.
How much is this?
Will it cost?
How much?
Well, I wouldn't tell you now.
You should tell us. You belong to a party. You belong to a party. Hold on for me. You belong to a party that believes in the tenets of democracy.
Yes.
One of the true foundations of any democratic party, any person who believes in democracy, is transparency. Are you willing to share with the Ghanaian people? I also aside that you are a government appointee.
Let me come in.
Wait. It's an important question,
please,
Mr. Blay.
Please, I'll come to that. Don't worry. Any question I believe you're asking, you consider to be important, and you give me the opportunity to answer. I'm saying that we're working around it, the facility. We're even negotiating over it as to how much it will cost, and definitely I'll tell my party members how much it will cost.
You don't know how much yet?
I have a rough idea.
What's the rough idea?
I won't let you know.
In the spirit of transparency.
No, it's not transparency. Business that we want to do is propose.
Is this a Freddie Blay project or a party project?
Call it Freddie Blay initiative, but it's a party project.
Oh, this is a party initiative.
Freddie Blay initiative, but it's a party project.
The MPP is leading this agenda. Is that the case?
Definitely, the MPP is involved. Bringing the buses to the party people, constituencies and so forth. The party that will definitely be in charge of it. We're going to sign for it. The party members will know what is happening. But be managed by, we believe, some institution. Those who are good in it, good at it and so forth, they will do it for.
Who is sponsoring this?
Sponsoring what?
Who is sponsoring this?
I'm saying it's a proposal for a facility A financial institution.
So you're
will
going
do
to
that. So if you
secure
do that,
loans?
it means you are sponsoring it.
You're going to secure loans?
Absolutely. When you talk about
I thought
facility,
the impression created by some of your spokespersons
Maybe.
was that hold on, sir. The impression was that you've even procured some of these buses already.
I'm saying that we worked around it, and the buses may be here tomorrow, maybe here within a very short time, sooner than later. Than what do you think? It will come. It's not a 419, as some of you may like to even to create. It's definitely going to come.
Freddie Blay is still my guest here, acting national chairman of the MPP, one of the 4 men seeking to become the substantive national chairman of the governing party, the party in power now, of course. He's been telling us a number of things, addressing some of the controversial issues also relating to his major promise of purchasing 275 buses for each constituency. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.